Hi everybody and welcome along to the Big Quiz Night In. The Facebook virtual pub quiz night is about to start. It's the last Christmas special before the big day itself, and it's also the last Facebook Live quiz night of the year. Lots of exciting things to talk about tonight as well, in addition to the quiz rounds you can see up here, which have been pretty consistent over the Christmas period. We've also got news on the Patreon that I run. The membership is changing as of January, and I am very excited to talk about that with you all. For now though, I'd like to share this link out there so that more people know that the quiz is happening right now, so bear with me while I do that. Anybody else that's tuning in nice and early, do feel free to share the link as well. It's much appreciated, and the more we can share it out there, the more people will know that there's a quiz happening right now. So let me just bring up the link myself and I can do that. Get in the comments though and let me know how you're doing. Are you all ready for Christmas and all that good stuff? Because we are going to be having lots of conversations, I think, this evening as we start to get excited for Christmas as best we can, given the current circumstances around the world, granted. But we're going to have some fun this evening. So I'm starting to share that link out there now. And then I will be in the comments wanting to talk to you all before we start with the first question at 8 o'clock. Abby will be here, my daughter, in just a moment. She's going to be asking that first question as usual. Once a week she does that. So we want to see if you can guess that, and you'll put the answer in the comments. The rest of the quiz, however, I will be asking the questions and you keep the answers to yourself and you mark your own as well when I go through the answers. You can give yourself a point for each, and then we'll go from there. So I have now shared the link out there everywhere I can for now. Please do click on that share button if you're only just joining us. Get the link out there and let everybody know you're watching a Christmas pub quiz, because it's going to start very soon. So, yes, say hello in the comments. Let's see who we've got. We've got some exciting stuff to talk about, though, this evening. The Patreon news, I have just been working so hard on getting that just right, I think. Revamping it completely for the start of the year. And it's going to be great to get into that conversation. I have shared it with some people already. I've shared it via Patreon to my existing members at the moment, so they may have seen it. I shared it a little bit before the show started. We've also got a Christmas video that I'm putting together. Special Christmas message from anybody that's watching this, really. Anybody that watches the quiz. I had the opportunity to submit a little video saying Merry Christmas to everybody at Big Quiz Night In, all the followers, and then I'm compiling it all into one video with some, I say fancy editing, my limited editing skills, and then sharing it with the world so we can get a Christmas message out for everybody. And I've got some really lovely responses. We've got some great little videos that have come in that I've now incorporated into it. There is still time because I haven't finished it yet. So I will be reminding everybody throughout the video you can submit your Christmas messages if you haven't done so already, and then I can incorporate them into the video. So yeah, we're going to be talking about that throughout the show, and the next time you can get a discount on my merch store. Merchandise is always available via my Spreadshirt page. The link is in the description. That will take you to everything you need for Big Quiz Night In, all the social media links and the merchandise store. There is a 21% discount off of everything starting on December 28th and lasting until the end of the month. I'll remind you of all that again towards the end of the show and throughout, no doubt. So, with that said, we've got some comments coming in now. So, my good friend Jan over in Poland. Good evening, sir. I've made it. You should dye your beard in white colour. Would be awesome. I know. Well, I mean, it's kind of heading that way anyway. There's bits and pieces. But, yeah. It's not been dyed, no. If you go back to my last couple of videos, I did have like Christmas little decorations and things on, but as fun as they were, the jingle bells were getting a little bit frustrating for me, and it must have been for everybody watching as well. So it was fun while it lasted, and those videos are there. But tonight, I've just gone with the Christmas hat. So I hope you don't mind too much, people. But you can always go back and see those videos. It's the last two videos. Good evening to everyone, he says. Wishing everyone great points in today's quiz. Absolutely, and thank you for that. And as I said, I'm drinking some Polish beer, Beer52. Not sponsor of the show or anything like that, but I do have golden tickets to give away occasionally if you want to try out Beer52. This month, the beer they sent me was, although it doesn't look like it, they're all beer from Poland. So yeah, Jan, it's great that you're here. This one in particular is called King of Hop. and it's an American pale ale, but it's brewed in Poland. So yeah, and it's pretty tasty. Pretty good. In fact, none of them have let me down yet from the crate I've got from Beer52 this month. They've all been great. Ed's here and says, howdy, Chris. How you doing, mate? Thank you for joining us. Hope you and Amanda are doing well. Greetings from Arizona. Amy is back. Thank you for submitting your Merry Christmas video. It has been incorporated already, and it's all looking great. And to Owen as well, Freddie's Fickos, Owen and Linda sent a nice video through. I won't spoil any more, I don't think, because I do want to keep some as a surprise, but I just want to say thank you to those people for being here early as well. Sue says, hi, donuts are here. Welcome along to you. 5 minutes to go. Ju's here, good evening to you. And will Vernia be joining us and Pete as well, I wonder? Because they came to visit me at the King's Head and Bell for the last quiz of the year. Or the last quiz before Christmas, sorry, which was Sunday just gone. They bought some lovely presents for me, and the family, which I really wasn't expecting, and that was absolutely lovely. The kids loved the brownies, and I absolutely demolished some of that Rocky Road. Man, oh man, very tasty, and the presents we're saving for Christmas Day. So thank you so much for that. It's really appreciated. Tracy's here. Hello to you. Hi, hope you're doing well in your household, and Jenny as well from Team Bath. Or in all of Team Bath, indeed. So welcome along. Yes, so thanks to everybody who submitted their Christmas messages. If you would like to submit a Christmas message, there is still some time left. I did say by the weekend, but it turns out I didn't start editing it until today. So I will finish it probably tomorrow now, just to incorporate our bits to go in it. But it's very easy, the software I'm using, for me to put in a new video. So if you want to submit your own, please do so pretty quickly. Preferably, you know, before the end of tomorrow, because I'd like to send it out before Christmas Eve if I can. Who else have we got here, I wonder? Let me know, because we're starting in about 3 minutes' time. So it'd be great to get some more conversations going. I'm glad you could all join us, though. Patreon news, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I worked all this out regarding Patreon. I really hope you guys like it. Diva's here, hello to you. I hope you're doing well. Goodness me, some awful news about this whole Tier 4 mess. Oh my goodness. It's mental. But hey, we're here to, you know, have a good time and to forget about things for a while. So I won't dwell too much on that, but my thoughts are with anybody that's in Tier 4 right now, or even Tier 3, because we're Tier 2 where we are, and I'm pretty sure it's going to go higher than that at some point soon. But yeah, try and have the best Christmas you can. That's all I can really say, you know, we just keep on going on. That's all we can really do. But Chris is here. Hello from breezy Blackpool. So that's the Blackpool Bar Stewards coming together. Ju says we have a new member today. My 15-year-old Lucas will join us. Oh, that's nice. Excellent. Well, the more the merrier. The more the merrier. Especially for the Christmas special, the last Christmas special. I don't know where the idea came from for me to do 3 Christmas specials before Christmas, but because it was difficult to scrape together all the quizzes I needed to do 3 shows worth of Christmas specials without doubling up, because obviously the Christmas special at the pub was on Sunday, and that was all Christmas rounds too. So there might be some questions that are a little bit similar tonight than in the previous ones, but I don't think there's any direct duplicates of subjects. Certainly not duplicate questions, at least. So, yeah. Diva says, cheers for that, Chris. Tears for years. Oh, goodness me. I hope it's not for long. I really do. I think we all do. But, yeah. Oh, we could rant about it all evening, but we've got each other, at least, for now. And there is still the Patreon quiz night to look forward to next Tuesday, which will be a lot of fun as well. So if you're locked down and you're part of the Patreon, then anybody can join that Patreon quiz night this month. And we'll talk about what's to come in a bit, because we've got 1 minute to go before Abby will come in and ask her question. Martin's here. Good evening, Chris and all. Let's get quizzical here. Fantastic. Tony says devices Uno and tonight's topic are ready to fail festively. Yay, tinsel. Guess who's in charge of typing? I wonder. Well, thanks for everyone for joining in. It looks like we've got pretty much all the regulars here this evening, and maybe we've got a few others who aren't in the comments yet. You don't have to message me in the comments if you don't want to. If you are watching a repeat of this, though, don't be afraid to chat in the comments, though. At least let me know how you do for each quiz round, because I do like to know if people watch repeats of these for any reason whatsoever, and I'll always reply when I can. Sarah Nell says 999 is here. Merry Christmas. Oh, Merry Christmas to you as well. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoy it. So it's now 8 o'clock, which is the official start time of the quiz. Thank you for being here, everybody. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my daughter for question 1. For this question, and only this question, have a guess in the comments what you think the answer is. Regulars might have the upper hand on this one, but still it is just for fun. You do need to guess this one in the comments. So let's bring Abby in now, and then we'll talk about what you do for the rest of the quiz once we've all said goodnight to Abby. So let's bring her in. Come here, my darling. So, say hello to everybody.
Hello.
Hello. Right. So, Abby's going to ask a question like she always does at the start of every quiz. Yes, give us lots of likes in the comments, please, for Abby. And yeah, Tracy's saying hi already. She was prepared, I think. Thanks for that. What we're going to do is we're going to get Abby to ask a question. You put the answer in the comments, and the closest guess will take the win. But I'll let Abby say that as well. I'm also going to put the question in the comments in case the video's out of sync with the comments. And the video will be out of sync as people will be watching it at slightly different times. Even Mummy's in the comments saying hi, look. Oh, look. Amy says, excellent Christmas Robin. It is a great Christmas jumper, isn't it? I don't actually have any Christmas jumpers myself, apart from a work one, and that wouldn't make sense to wear on the show. But I love this one.
You need to buy yourself one.
I do. I know. Right, okay. So, here comes the question. Right, oh, I just want to make sure I've got it ready to post in the comments as well. There we go. Right, you start asking it then. Here we go.
How many episodes of the Lima Little Quiz has Daddy done? Closest guess wins.
Say it again.
How many episodes of the Lima Little Quiz has Daddy done?
So, how many episodes of my little quiz have I done? The
Closest person to get
Closest person.
Closest person to get the answer wins.
Now, there have been 55 episodes of this particular show you're watching now. The Little Quiz is a short audio quiz I record on the social audio platform Lima, which followers of me for any great length of time will be aware of, but you might not know how many episodes I've actually done. So I want everybody to have a guess. That's what Abby's asking. This was entirely her idea to ask this question, by the way. And let's see who gets closest. We'll give a little bit more time for other people to have a guess. You can probably have an educated guess. Yeah, don't be afraid. You can probably make an educated guess based on the answers that you're already seeing in the comments. Nobody's got it exactly right yet, but just have one guess each, please, to make it easier on us. So we've got Amy's straight in with a guess of 100. Lee Pratley has said 46. Jenny has gone with 25. Owen 44. 105 from Jew. Tracy says 47. Alfie has gone with 55. Eric says 32. Vernia says 60. Diva's gone with 150. Ed says 120. Oh, yeah. My wife says she would guess, but she knows the answer. Eric's gone with 32. Sue's gone with 180. Sarah says 115. Interesting guesses. Well, let's see if we get any more as we explain the answer. Tony says 43.6 squillion and a half, and Badger. You're not far off. It feels like that sometimes. Amanda says 176. That's a very precise guess. Okay, well, I think I can see who the nearest guess is now. We won't say just yet, but I'll explain very quickly. I do, with a break in between seasons, I do 50 episodes a season, one every day. Then there's a little break, and then I do another season every day, 50 episodes. I'm on season 4. I'm on season 4, but I haven't completed it yet. It'll be finished just after Christmas. So the answer is
196.
196. That means the closest guess that we got was this person here. Say that.
Sue Harrison.
Sue Harrison. Donuts. You guessed 180. Jace, you're too late, mate. It'll be 197 tomorrow. Sorry, Jace. But Sue, you are the closest one before I said the answer, or before we said the answer.
If someone got the direct answer, I'd probably end up flat on my face.
Yeah, 196, which means I'm going to take a little break posting them Christmas Eve, Christmas Day and Boxing Day. So there won't be one posted then. But that means it will finish a couple of days after. It'll be my 200th episode of my little quiz.
So it's basically a welcome back to the quizzes hug.
Yes, it will be, yes.
Christmas is over. Welcome to the normal year.
Yes.
Hug.
Right back into it. And then probably season 5 will start
Like,
late
you thought
January.
I was gone. I'm not gone. I'm right here. I'm welcoming you back.
We need to make a start on the next round then. The first proper round. Everybody say goodbye to Abby. She'll be back in the new year. Next week will be the Patreon only quiz, so she won't be there for that one. And this will be the last quiz of the year. So say goodbye to Abby. I'll pass on the comments to her as usual. And yes, some of you said impressive. That's amazing. Yeah, it's been great. I'll talk a bit more about it later. But yeah, say goodbye to Abby. Thank you for the great question. Well done.
Hat bump.
Hat bump. All right, go on then. Crazy girl.
Bye.
So, the first round we're going to do will be potluck, everybody. General knowledge, all about Christmassy things. Christmas potluck, round number 1. So, for these questions, I will get to your comments in a moment once I've explained this. So, for all these questions for the quiz round proper, you just need to write them down. Don't put them in the comments. At the end of the 15 question round, or whatever amount of questions there are, at the end of the round, I'll go through the answers. You can ask me to repeat any questions at the end of the round if you want to, or ask me during the quiz round, and then I'll do the repeats at the end. Then we'll go through the answers. You mark your own, and you can submit your answers in the comments as well, if you want to. I'll read them out, give you a shout out. We'll celebrate with those who do well, and we'll commiserate with those who perhaps don't do so well. But remember, it is just for fun, and we're here just to forget about life for a while and just have a laugh, really. So let's crack on with the first round, and after the first round, I will talk about, I may drop hints as we go through, really, but we do need to talk about Patreon. I'm so excited about what we're doing in the new year. So, yes, lots of lovely Christmas messages for Abby. Thank you for that, guys. She really loves coming on and doing those questions for you, and I'm sure she will have a great Christmas. Yeah, she has no idea. She's gonna love it, as will Rue, my son too. Okay, and hello to Owen again, if I hadn't said that already, and to anybody else that's recently joined us. Andy, I think, is here as well. Thank you for joining for the Christmas special. So here we go with question number 1 in the first round proper. What time is the Queen's Christmas message traditionally first broadcast on TV? What time is the Queen's Christmas message traditionally first broadcast on TV? That is going to be some watch today. This might be the first year where I actually set it to record and make sure we watch it. Because what on earth is she going to say after the year we've had? Oh my goodness me. But what time is it broadcast? Question number 2. What is the opening line to Band-Aids, Do They Know It's Christmas? What is the opening line to Band-Aids, Do They Know It's Christmas? Oh, Amy says behind, right out the gate. Just have a random guess at a suitable time for the Queen to address the nation. I'll leave it at that. Yeah. Question number 3. Let's hope the Queen's not coughing, Owen. Question number 3. These lyrics come from which 3 Christmas carols? Sleep in Heavenly Peace, Star of Wonder, Star of Night, and To Save Poor Souls from Satan's Power. These lyrics come from which 3 Christmas carols? Sleep in Heavenly Peace, Star of Wonder, Star of Night, and To Save Poor Souls from Satan's Power. By the way, to Sue and the Donuts for getting Nabby's question right, or for being as close, the closest, you can message me again and have another little quiz if you wanted to, as you were the only one. So I've been doing that as a little prize for those who are interested. There's still plenty of people from last week's quiz. Only a couple of them messaged me with what they wanted for a little quiz. But if you managed to get that right last week, by all means drop me a message with what subject you'd like. I know who you were, but it's up to you. You don't have to have it if you don't want to. But you can drop me a message anytime and then I'll incorporate it either in what's left of this season or in the new year when I do season 5. So yeah, you can do that, it's fine. Question number 4 now. Saint Nicholas is the patron saint of what? Saint Nicholas is the patron saint of what? Yeah, I'm really chuffed with the messages so far we've got for the Merry Christmas video that I'm going to be putting out there. Really appreciate the ones we've got in. Perfect videos, really fun little ones, great. So I'm going to be sharing that as soon as I can. So thank you for that. Again, I won't give away any more names who have submitted. Some of them I'd like to be a surprise for people. But yeah, it's great. Question number 5 for 2 points. What are the 2 main ingredients in a snowball cocktail? What are the 2 main ingredients in a snowball cocktail? One point for each correct answer. Question number 6. Which country governs Christmas Island? Which country governs Christmas Island? We've definitely done a couple of questions about that island throughout December, I think. Not maybe not that specific question. Maybe more where it is rather than who governs it. There's a lot of Christmas trivia I've gone through this month, in fairness. A lot. Question number 7 now. Question 7. In which country can you find Father Christmas's home in Lapland? In which country could you find Father Christmas's home in Lapland? I think I'd love to go there one year. Doubt it'll happen now. Who knows when we'll be able to travel freely again. But that would be an amazing place to visit one year. Question number 8. Question 8. According to the New Testament in the Bible, where was Jesus born? Where did he grow up? And on which hill was he crucified? According to the New Testament in the Bible, where was Jesus born? Where did he grow up? And on which hill was he crucified? So 3 points available there. Okay, question number 9. Question number 9. What is a Christingle? What is a Christingle? Just a general description will be fine. You don't have to be too precise with it. But what is a Christingle? Question number 10. Father Christmas is called Babbo Natale in which EU country? Father Christmas is called Babbo Natale in which EU country? Your next question's for 2 points. And if I've gone too quickly through any of these questions, as I said, just ask me to repeat them and I'll do those at the end. It's no problem. Question 11 for 2 points. Which 2 of Santa's reindeer come first and last alphabetically? Which 2 of Santa's reindeer come first and last alphabetically? One point for each. Question 12. On Christmas Day in 1950, What did 4 Scottish students steal from Westminster Abbey? On Christmas Day in 1950, what did 4 Scottish students steal from Westminster Abbey? I'll tell you what, I won't give away many clues here, but the answer makes it sound like something from flipping Harry Potter or some other kind of fantasy epic. I'm sure we'll talk about it more once I reveal the answer if you don't know what I'm talking about. Question 13. Traditionally... Amy says, oh, hey, that one I know. Okay. Question 13. Traditionally, which 4 spices are used to make mulled wine? For 4 points, which 4 spices are traditionally used to make mulled wine? 1 point for each correct answer. I love me some mulled wine. We haven't had any yet. We've got some ready to drink for when we wrap up all the presents. We like to sit and have some mulled wine then in particular. But yeah, love mulled wine. Anybody else out there like mulled wine? Brilliant. It's one of my favourite things at Christmas. So 4 points there, 1 point for each of the traditional ingredients. Question 14 is for 3 points. Which 3 singles by the Spice Girls were UK Christmas #1s? Which 3 singles by the Spice Girls were UK Christmas #1s? Yeah, Diva loves mulled wine. Hiccup. Yeah, absolutely. It's good stuff. Perfect on a cold, Christmassy night, I think. Your final question then, question 15 is for 3 points. Let me know what repeats you'd like in the comments over the next few minutes. Question 15. Which authors created the following festive characters? The Grinch, Who Stole Christmas, Mr. Fezziwig, and The Little Match Girl. Which authors created the following festive characters? The Grinch, Who Stole Christmas, Mr. Fezziwig, and The Little Match Girl. 3 different authors, 1 point for each. Oh, Owen says they've been making Lebkuchen mince pies and walnut whirls today. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I love me some mince pies too. Yeah, mince pies are great. Or mince pie, like pinwheel kind of things Chrissy sometimes make, where you roll it in puff pastry and then slice it up. Maybe that's the same as, I don't know. Maybe it's not the same as the other ones you put. But yeah, mince pies. Good. Number 8 for the donuts. Okay, Sue's asked for number 8. According to the Bible, I'm just going to say the Bible. It says the New Testament, but really it's just the Bible. Unless it contradicts itself between the two, old and new. I don't think it does. Not that I'm an expert in these things. Chrissy will tell me though. According to the Bible, where was Jesus born, for 1 point? Where did he grow up, for a second? And which hill was he crucified, for a 3rd point? Any more repeats, let me know. He wasn't around in the Old Testament. Oh, that's why it says New Testament then, I guess. Shows how much I pay attention. Thank you for that. I should have known better, really. Question 3 again, please, Chris. And number, could you clarify 13, please? You said 4 spices, and then at the end said 4 ingredients. Which is it? Ah, sorry. Yes, 4. Let me go into that one quickly first then. 4 spices. Which 4 spices are used to make mulled wine, traditionally? Okay, 1 point for each of those 4 spices. There are more ingredients, but yes, spices. Thank you. And the other one was, question 3 for you was, these lyrics come from which 3 Christmas carols? Sleep in Heavenly Peace, Star of wonder, star of night, and to save poor souls from Satan's power. Lee's asked for question 12. Okay, number 12 was, on Christmas Day in 1950, what did 4 Scottish students steal from Westminster Abbey? No problem. Yeah, any more repeats? Last call before we go through the answers, I think. And then we will have a quick chat about Patreon changes. Those of you who are already Patreon members may already have seen what I've shared about a couple of hours before I went live. But we're going to talk about it because it's exciting. At least I think it is. Hopefully more of you do. And if you haven't seen it yet, you can go see it after the show, because it is there. Right, no more repeats have come in, so I will go through the answers and then we'll have a chat and then we'll move on to round number 2. So, question 1. What time is the Queen's Christmas message traditionally first broadcast on TV? It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. 3 o'clock. Question 2. What's the opening line to Band-Aids? Do they know it's Christmas? It is, it's Christmas time, there's no need to be afraid. Can't help but snigger at these things now, given what's going on in the world. Question 3. These lyrics come from which 3 Christmas carols? Sleep in Heavenly Peace, that is from Silent Night. Star of Wonder, Star of Night, that's from We Three Kings. And To Save Poor Souls from Satan's Power is off of God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. Question 4. St. Nicholas is the patron saint of what? It is children. St. Nicholas is the patron saint of children. Yeah, Owen says that's not true this year. Yeah, I know. You got it. Question 5. What are the 2 main ingredients in a snowball cocktail? It is Advocaat and lemonade. Advocaat and lemonade. Question 6. Which country governs Christmas Island? It is Australia. Question 7. In which country can you find Father Christmas's home in Lapland? It is Finland. Question 8. According to the New Testament in the Bible, where was Jesus born? Where did he grow up? And on which hill was he crucified? He was born in Bethlehem. He grew up in Nazareth and was crucified on Golgotha Hill. Golgotha? I think I'm saying that right. Yeah. Question 9. What is a Christingle? It is a candle used in Christian Advent church services. If you don't know, it's the one you typically stick into an orange, and then there's sweets kids put around the outside, and they make them in schools a lot as well. I know I made loads of them when I was at school over the years. So yeah, that's what it is. It's a candle, basically. Question 10. Father Christmas is called Babbo Natale. In which EU country? It is Italy. Question 11. Which 2 of Santa's reindeer come first and last alphabetically? 1 point for each. So the first one is Blitzen, and the last one, alphabetically, is Vixen. Question 12. On Christmas Day in 1950, what did 4 Scottish students steal from Westminster Abbey? There's 2 names for it. The main one I've got here is the Stone of Destiny, which is why I said it sounds a bit like a Harry Potter story. Harry Potter and the Stone of Destiny. I'll crack myself up. The other one it could be is the Stone of Scone, or Stone of Scone, I guess. Which one do you prefer? So you could have either of those. 1 point for that answer, please. Question 13. Traditionally, which 4 spices are used to make mulled wine? They are cinnamon, star anise, nutmeg, and cloves. Question 14. Which 3 singles by the Spice Girls were UK Christmas #1s? You have Two Become One, Too Much, and Goodbye. Question 15. Which authors created the following festive characters? The Grinch, Mr. Fezziwig, and the Little Match Girl. For 3 points, it is Dr. Seuss, Charles Dickens, and Hans Christian Andersen. So tally up your scores then, guys. Tally up your scores. Let's see how well you did. Pop your team scores and your team name in the comments. If you don't have a team name, just put the score in. Or don't put either in, I don't mind. But it would be nice to see all the scores coming in. Owen says, yay, the Spice Girls. Your favourite? No? 23 points for the Blackpool Bar Stewards, 23 for the Donuts as well. Interesting, good scores. Well done. 19 for Diva. 22 there for Tracy. Lee says they've got 18 points. Okay, well done. Freddie Sficko's 23 points. See a trend going on here. 23. Anybody, any advance on 23? How well did the rest of you do? Arsenal are what? Oh, come on, Owen. Losing. What's the score? Oh, brilliant. Jenny Bath says 17 points for Team Bath. Jan says 18 points for me. I guess the time for the Queen's speech. Yeah, it just makes sense really if you think about it. Just after lunch, but before the evening's festivities, 3 o'clock, no problem. 24 for Let's Get Quizzical. 17 for not quite half a dozen. 15, barely over half for Amy and Phoenix. Still a good score considering. Well done. Owen loves the Spice Girls, Linda says. Arsenal are losing 1-0. Okay, all right. Thanks for the update. For those who don't know, Owen and Owen's side and over here are Spurs fans, so we do like to laugh when Arsenal are losing. Although our results haven't been great lately either, let's be honest. But still. Vernia says 17 for half a dozen as well. Yes, thank you for confirming that, guys. Good scores all round. Anybody else want to submit their scores? We're going to be moving on in a moment to the entertainment, TV and films round. I say entertainment. It should say entertainment really because there's one question that maybe isn't strictly TV, but it's still entertainment, so it's fine. We get away with it, hey? Right, no more scores are coming in, but I will shout them out if you put them in the comments. Very quickly then, Patreon announcement. So Patreon started not long after I started doing these quizzes after lockdown, to give you a very brief history of it, just to help me cover the costs and the time it takes basically to do this. And it kicked off really well, and the money is now being saved towards improving the quiz that I deliver to you, to do better things for you for these quizzes, to get better equipment in and do all those things, and it's looking more and more possible at some point in the new year. I'm going to be doing that. The cockerel's not crowing loudly. No, it's not. Tonight's Uno topic is the many merits of tinsel. 1, it is good and sparkly. 20 points. Good score. Okay, well done. So, but Patreon's been pretty much the same since it started. We had 3 of the main tiers: Top Fan Plus, and Super Fans. And so it's carried on and it's been okay. People have left, which is fine if you can't afford it anymore, or you just wanted to join for a little bit, no problem. And new people have joined. There's also 2 higher tiers, just you one-off things where you can buy a quiz off of me and I'll make you your own quiz. Or you could hire me to host a quiz for you privately. Those 2 are still there whenever you want. It's pretty cheap actually, all things considered. But through this pandemic, I thought I'd do that as an option. If you wanted your own family quiz night, you could do that. Either buy one from me or get me to host it, virtually of course, for a small fee. So that's still there. Those 3 tiers though that everybody stays at monthly, Top Fan Plus, and Super Fans, are changing. First of all, I'm changing the names because they conflict with the Top Fan Facebook group, and there's confusion between new people there as to what that means when I talk about Top Fans and Patreons. Top Fans is now going to remain only the Facebook group. If you're at the Top Fan, the minimum level of Patreon, which is £2 a month, and considering it's £1 a quiz to enter at a pub, I think it's a pretty good deal. So £2 a month gets you into the Fellowship of the Quiz. You might see a theme running through these as I go through them. The Fellowship of the Quiz. And the most exciting thing is now, for that entry level, everybody, including that entry level, is invited to the Patreon only quiz night from now on. All right, but specifically from January. It was a treat for December. I've decided to make it permanent. So every tier of Patreon, the £2 level, the £5 level, and the £10 level every month, you all get invited to the Patreon only quiz night. And the £2 tier will be called the Fellowship of the Quiz from the 1st of January onwards. Okay? So that's the main one. You also get, at the £2 level, you get one little quiz for joining as another thank you. Just the one, though. So you can request that anytime after you've paid your first membership, and payment is always taken on the 1st of every month. So no matter when you join up, your first payment starts on January 1st and it runs throughout that month. Okay? And that's it really for the Fellowship of the Quiz level. You get your one little quiz for joining, you get in the top fan group if you haven't been already invited because you're a top fan on Facebook, and you'll get invited into the Patreon Facebook group, which was Top Fan Plus, is going to be renamed to just be Patreon Facebook group because you're all going to be in there now. I don't need to separate it out anymore. All right, so it means more people can now come to the Patreon only quiz night. The next two levels I will talk about in more detail in a minute because I want to crack on with the next round. I know some of you won't be interested in that, so I'm going to carry on, but I'll come back to what it means for the £5 and £10 levels as we go on. All right, so that's the main big announcement I wanted to say. Everybody at any level of Patreon can come into the Patreon quiz night and the Patreon Facebook group, which you all get early access to everything in. I'll talk more about it as we go. Christmas entertainment then is round number 2. So 15 questions again in this round. Here we go with question number 1. Again, keep the answers to yourself, just like the last round, please. Question 1 for 2 points. Which duo dressed as Batman and Robin for their 1996 Christmas special? Sorry, Owen. More TV and film, I know. You should be getting better at these things now. No, you've done enough of them. Which duo dressed as Batman and Robin for their 1996 Christmas special? 1 point for each. That's that one. And question number 2. What was the name of the character played by Richard Attenborough in Miracle on 34th Street? What was the name of the character played by Richard Attenborough in Miracle on 34th Street? Yeah. Owen, you really do need to watch more TV. I mean, you're probably doing far more interesting things than being stuck in front of a screen all day, let's be honest. But there's some good TV out there. Some bad. Of course, it's all subjective. But still, you should. So yeah, what was the name of the character played by Richard Attenborough in Miracle on 34th Street? Question number 3 is for 3 points. In which well-known pantomimes could you meet characters named Wishy Washy, Briar Rose, and Dandini? 3 different pantomimes, 1 point for each. Which well-known pantomimes could you meet the characters named Wishy Washy, Briar Rose, and Dandini? No, he's not. It's just not a TV screen. Oh, okay. What kind of screen is it then? Yeah. There is more on television than Spurs playing. I will say that, because you must watch that, right? Yes, Wishy Washy, Briar Rose, and Dandini. Which pantomimes are they from? 1 point for each. Oh, the PS4. Well. Oh, and Nintendo Switch. Excellent. Yeah. iPad. Okay, he's gaming. Yeah. I mean, you say these things like it's a bad thing. I mean, we've got similar going on here. You could go on and... oh dear. Well, would you rather he was home playing games or out at the pub every night, eh? I mean, come on. Or just out. I don't know. And maybe there's a lot of us that would rather be at the pub because we all miss that kind of stuff at the minute. It's not a bad thing. No. No, it's not. But all things in moderation. Question 4. Question 4. Who was the maestro when Eric Morecambe played Grieg's Piano Concerto? I'm going to put that name in the comments because I may have said it wrong. Grieg's? I want to say Grieg's. Who was the maestro when Eric Morecambe played Grieg's Piano Concerto? Doesn't sound right saying it any other way. So we'll go with Grieg's. But who was the maestro when Eric Morecambe played that? Your next question will be for 3 points, and it is about well-known Christmas movies. TV and film should include Premier League football. No, that's the sport round. That's different. We'll have to make up for it in the new year. I'll maybe not do TV and films for a while. Depends what I've got available, but yeah, we will mix it up again in the new year. It's only because it's Christmas I stuck to the rounds I had. Question 5 for 3 points. Kevin McAllister, Clark Griswold and Clarence Oddbody are characters from which well-known Christmas movies? Kevin McAllister, Clark Griswold and Clarence Oddbody are characters from which well-known Christmas movies? Sky Sports is TV. No, Sky Sports is on TV. But no, I can't see that coming in the TV and films round anytime soon. Not when there's another subject to cover it, sorry. But yes, question 5 again. Kevin McAllister, Clark Griswold and Clarence Oddbody are characters from which well-known Christmas movies? 3 different movies, 1 point for each. Question 6 is a classic pub quiz question at this time of year. I lose count of the amount of times I've asked it. Maybe I've asked it more than once this month alone. In fact, I'm pretty certain I have. 30 million viewers tuned in to EastEnders on Christmas Day in 1986 to watch Dennis Watts give his wife Angie what for Christmas? No Christmas sports round. Do you know, it's funny you should say that. At the pub on Sunday, when I did my last quiz before Christmas, they normally have every Sunday, as part of the quiz night, a sports round. And as soon as I got on the mic to tell them what to expect tonight, I had to say, no, you've got a Christmas potluck round, you're not having sport, because we can't really do a Christmas sports round. I mean, there might be a way of doing it, but no. So there were some people that weren't particularly happy about that, but there were an awful lot of other people that were pretty happy that they weren't having sport on a Christmas quiz night. So yeah, it was fine though. 30 million viewers tuned into EastEnders on Christmas Day 1986 to watch Dennis Watts give his wife Angie what for Christmas? Question 7. Which comedian hosted his Christmas comedy shuffle on TV in 2017? Which comedian hosted his Christmas comedy shuffle on TV in 2017? All about Boxing Day football, Owen says. Yeah, did I read that we're not even playing on Boxing Day this year? I thought everybody was, but I think because we're playing Wednesday, we're now playing on the day after Boxing Day. I think. So we've got a quarter-final match tomorrow night against Stoke, who have got like 5 or 6 goalkeepers injured, which is insane. Yeah, 27th. Yeah, okay. Right, question number 8 is for 2 points. Which song by which band has Lad Baby covered to try to get their 3rd charity Christmas #1 in 2020? Which song by which band has Lad Baby covered to try and get their 3rd charity Christmas #1 hit for 2020? If you're not aware of this, they're raising money for Trussell Trust, which basically like a food bank charity. Apparently, it's like every 9 seconds they're giving away another box of food to people at the time. Every 9 seconds. That's how bad in some places it has been for food banks. That people need it. So it's this amazing thing. So yeah, do stream it on Spotify, stream it on Amazon, download it and pay for it on Amazon, do all those things, try and get it to Christmas #1, because it's all money going to Trussell Trust, which is great. And there's 2 different versions of it, they both count. There's one they did with Ronan Keating, which is different to the original, but they both count for the same #1 spot. Question number 9 now. Question 9. Which celebrity chef hosted his Ultimate Christmas on TV back in 2017? Which celebrity chef hosted his Ultimate Christmas on TV in 2017? Amy says, I think the US needs to adopt Boxing Day as a holiday. Yeah, it's nice to have the extra bank holiday day off, definitely. I mean, it just extends the Christmas festivities normally, although we can only really see each other on Christmas Day in terms of mixing households this year. But it is nice still to have a second bank holiday. We very rarely have 2 in a short space of time like that. So, in fact, I think Easter's the only other one. For England, anyway. I think Scotland maybe has another one, because they get 2 days off for New Year's, don't they? Somebody will correct me if I'm wrong there. I'm sure they get an extra day off for something. Right. Your next question. Question number 10 is for 3 more points. Put these Christmas movies into the correct order, with the earliest released first. The Muppets Christmas Carol, Home Alone, and Scrooged. Put these Christmas movies into the correct order, with the earliest released first. The Muppets Christmas Carol, Home Alone, and Scrooged. Earliest released first. Yeah, Jace thinks the Scots too, yeah. I'm sure it is that. Yeah. I get an extra day at New Year's. Yeah. But still, yeah, Boxing Day's great. Right. Question 11. Speaking of Christmas Carol. Oh yeah, Jace says to recover. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this will be the first New Year's I haven't DJ'd a disco in, I don't know, ever. Since I was an adult. So it's going to be nice in many ways, because it means it's the first one that Chrissy and I will get to spend together without me working. So I'll actually get to be at home with her. She's occasionally come to the gig with me when we've been able to get her mum to look after the kids, but it'll be the first time since we've been together that we've been able to spend New Year's at home. So yeah, definitely an up point. Sad that I won't be getting paid, obviously, but it's fine. It's fine. Question 11 then. Speaking of Christmas Carol, what was Blackadder's Christian name in Blackadder's Christmas Carol? What was Blackadder's Christian name in Blackadder's Christmas Carol? For the 1 point. Right, your next question then, question number 12. Which Christmassy film character lived on Mount Crumpet? Which Christmassy film character lived on Mount Crumpet? Question 13 is for 2 points. Which 2 actresses swapped homes for Christmas in The Holiday? Which 2 actresses swapped homes for Christmas in The Holiday? Two more questions left. As always, you can let me know what repeats you'd like in the comments. And then we'll talk some more about the Patreon changes. Then move on to the 3rd round, our Survey Says round. Excuse me. Question 14. Which popular TV shows released Christmas specials called Miami Twice, Jessica's First Christmas, and Miracle on Evergreen Terrace? Which popular TV shows released Christmas specials called Miami Twice, Jessica's First Christmas, and Miracle on Evergreen Terrace? For a maximum there of 3 points. Name the TV shows. Your final question is for 3 points. What were the first names of the elves that were played on film by Orlando Bloom, Will Ferrell, and Toby Jones? 3 different films or franchises, okay? 1 point for each as always. What were the first names of the elves that were played on film by Orlando Bloom, Will Ferrell, and Toby Jones? Have a think about those, and you need to let me know in the comments if you'd like anything repeated. I'm just going to go there, grab myself another beer, and then we'll be back to go through that and the next bit of Patreon news and stuff. All right. So many different kinds of beers they send you with Beer 52. I never know which one to grab. No repeats have come in yet. That's good. He says, as a repeat comes in the comments. No problem. Right, half a dozen-ish have asked for number 7 once more. Okay, so question number 7. Which comedian hosted his Christmas comedy shuffle on TV in 2017? Which comedian hosted his Christmas comedy shuffle on TV in 2017? All right, my next Polish beer, for those keeping count, is called American Beauty. But again, it's bottled in Poland or canned in Poland. American Beauty, there we go. Let's see what this one's like. That's hoppier than King of Hop. Work that one out. Right, no more repeats have come in, so I will give a little bit more time to do that, because I'm going to tell you now what you can expect if you were good enough to join the £5 level. So we talked about quiz, Fellowship of the Quiz, obviously a Lord of the Rings reference there, combining pub quiz team names and puns with the things that I love, which is very much the theme of all 3 of these. For £5 a month, you join the Space Quizzard Council. Bit like Jedi Council, Star Wars. There's a pretty Star Wars logo thing that comes with it as well. As with the Fellowship of the Quiz, I've done a Lord of the Rings one. But Space Quizzard Council at £5 a month. So you get everything that £2 get you, obviously in the Facebook group, the Patreon only Facebook group, the Patreon only quiz night. Instead of only one little quiz though, you get one little quiz per month for your membership. Okay, so every month you can message me and say, hey Chris, can I have a little quiz about this? It's my favourite subject, I love it. Or whatever you want. And I'll do a little quiz for you, I'll tag you in it, I'll share it across social media, just like I do with all the others. And we can see how everybody does 3 random questions on, or whatever questions I do, on that subject for you. So yeah, that's the extra thing you get. The other extra things you get are related to the live shows like this one you're watching now. Once per show, or however many shows there are in a month, you can ask me to do a question on any subject you like, and I'll ask everybody as part of the Facebook Live quiz. And you also can request one entire subject every month as well that I will do on a live show like this. You can either write them yourself, the questions or the rounds, or you can tell me the subjects and I'll create them at random, and then you get to take part as well. So, and the last thing is, for the £5 a month tier is you will get live show credit and shout outs. So just like you got at the minute, in the credits or in the description of this video, I list everybody that's at the £5 and the £10 tier as producers and executive producers of the show, which you effectively are because of how much you put into this. That will continue, but I'm also going to randomly give shout outs to you live on show as a thank you by name every quiz, just one or two of you every quiz, to say thank you live on the show. So yeah, your main differences are you get one little quiz every month, which you never got at all before unless you won them. One question per quiz show you can get me to add in, and one entire quiz round per month you can add in. That's at your £5 level. The Space Quizzed Council. Jan says, remember Chris and everyone, during Christmas week we don't count calories. If you do, your next year can be less happy. Abso-friggin-lutely. Words to live by. The final one I may as well say now because it's very quick and easy to say is the £10 tier, which is the League of Super Quizzers. It used to be just super fans. Now I'm giving it a superhero reference. So we've got Lord of the Rings, we've got Star Wars, and we've got superheroes. All three things that I'm passionate about. So the League of Super Quizzers, £10 a month. You get everything I just mentioned, but unlimited. So you've got all your access. You've then got unlimited little quizzes. You never have to worry about it. You can message me whenever you want with however many subjects you want at any time, and I'll just keep on pumping out little quizzes on the subjects you like. Unlimited every month. Unlimited questions and unlimited quiz rounds. If you're prepared to join at the £10 a month tier, you're basically co-running this with me. You could give me any amount of subjects you want, and I will incorporate them all into the live shows as and when I can. So yeah, and you get your live show credits and shout outs as well. So that's the main announcement with regards to Patreon. I hope that's got some of you excited, especially the fact that no matter what level you join, you can come on to the once a month Patreon only quiz night, which is totally different to anything I do here on Facebook. With that said, let's go through the answers. I want to see some reactions in the comments as well. Hope you're all cool with that. And there's an image that will be released on my Instagram account, which will explain it all, and I'll share it on Facebook as well. So here we go, first of all, though, with the answers for that round, the entertainment round. Keep those comments coming in, though, thank you. Question 1, which duo dressed as Batman and Robin for their 1996 Christmas special? That was Rodney and Del Boy Trotter in Only Fools and Horses. So 1 point for Rodney, 1 point for Del Boy. Question 2, what was the name of the character played by Richard Attenborough in Miracle on 34th Street? He was called Kris Kringle. Kris Kringle. So not Santa Claus, not Father Christmas. He had a ID and everything, and he was called Kris Kringle. Question 3, the pantomime question. Wishy Washy, Briar Rose and Dandini are from Aladdin, Sleeping Beauty and Cinderella. Question 4, Grieg's Piano Concerto. The maestro was Andre Previn. Question 5, Kevin McAllister, Clark Griswold and Clarence Oddbody are characters from which well-known Christmas movies? Home Alone, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and Clarence Oddbody is from It's a Wonderful Life. Question 6. 30 million viewers tuned into EastEnders back in 1986 Christmas Day to watch Den give his wife Angie divorce papers. Oh, such a happy show. Question 7. Which comedian hosted his Christmas comedy Shuffle on TV in 2017? That was Peter Kay. Question 8. Which song by which band has Lad Baby covered to get their third charity Christmas #1 hit for 2020? We'll know if they've got it, I believe, on Christmas Day it's announced. So you've got until Christmas Day, basically, to keep streaming it. Every time you stream it on Spotify or YouTube on the official channels or on Amazon, it counts, as well as downloading it and paying for it. So please do that. It's called, or the song it's based on, is Journey's Don't Stop Believing. And as with the other covers they've done, they've renamed it and called it Don't Stop Me Eating. It's really good. It's probably the best one of the lot. Right, question number 9. Which celebrity chef hosted his Ultimate Christmas on TV in 2017? That was Jamie Oliver. Question 10. Put these Christmas movies into the correct order with the earliest released first. The Muppets Christmas Carol, Home Alone, and Scrooged in the correct order with the earliest release first. Scrooged was in 1988, Home Alone was in 1990, and The Muppets Christmas Carol was then in 1992. Question 11. Blackadder's Christian name in Blackadder's Christmas Carol was Ebenezer. Question 12. The Christmassy film character that lived on Mount Crumpet was the Grinch. I've never seen any of the Grinch films. Never. I don't know if it's something that I should see. I like Christmas films. Never seen any of them though. Not those. Question 13. Which two actresses swapped homes for Christmas in The Holiday? Cameron Diaz for 1 point and Kate Winslet for 2. Question 14. Which popular TV shows released Christmas specials called Miami Twice, Jessica's First Christmas, and Miracle on Evergreen Terrace? It is Only Fools and Horses for Miami Twice. Jessica's First Christmas is from Some Mothers Do Have 'Em, and Miracle on Evergreen Terrace is The Simpsons. The original Grinch is worth it in my opinion. So that's the cartoon animated one, isn't it? Yeah, I get the impression that's like a classic American Christmas movie. That's the kind of impression I've always had about that one, because it never seemed to be anything Christmas movie-wise anybody ever talked about over here. But fair enough. Yes, Diva says, great Patreon changes, Chris. Patreon quiz nights 100%. Brilliant. Thank you, Diva. Yes. Yeah, so I look forward to hearing all the subjects that you'd like to be incorporated in the future. Dr. Seuss books were always good. Yeah, I like the books. Yeah, I just... The Grinch is a character I knew nothing about. And great songs, Amy says. Oh, okay. All right. Have a look. Dr. Seuss is superb. Yeah, I like The Cat in the Hat and Green Eggs and Ham and all those ones. Read a lot of that at school, as I think most people did. Right, question number 15 then. The names of the elves that were played on film by Orlando Bloom, Will Ferrell and Toby Jones. So Orlando Bloom played Legolas. Yeah, that kind of elf. Will Ferrell played Buddy in Elf. And Toby Jones played Dobby the elf. So tally up your scores. Let's see how well you did. Yes, so I put together this graphic which I shared with the Patreons already. It's basically like a car wash diagram. So you've got each level is a different column with ticks and crosses and things you do and don't get. So it's really clearly laid out what you get for each level. If you'd like to join Patreon, payment won't be taken until the 1st of January. So if you want to join this month, no money will be taken at all until the 1st of January, and then you're included in it from that point on. And every time on the 1st of the month, that's when it's taken. If you want to change tier for any reason, again, you won't have officially changed until the 1st of the following month when payment is taken. And even if you just want to join for 1 month and then you don't want to do it anymore, payment's taken on the 1st. As soon as that money's gone, you can cancel it. You still get everything for that month, and then it will stop, obviously, and won't charge you again the following month. It's just a click of a button. You don't need to worry about, emailing anybody or calling anybody. It's really easy. Right, let's go back to the comments because some scores have come in, and let's have a look. I think some people want me to repeat some of the answers as well. So, Amy says 6. I got 6 points. Well done. Donuts have got 19. 21 for Blackpool Bar Stewards. 12 for Diva. Our dog Freddy is a Dobby, Owen says. 17, says Lee with a sad face. That's a good score, don't worry. 14, please. Okay, I will repeat 14 again. The answers were Only Fools and Horses, Some Mothers Do Have 'Em, and The Simpsons. Freddie's Ficco's got 18 points. 23 for Let's Get Quizzical. Tonight's Devises Mashups topic. Couldn't think of more things to say about tinsel, so we'll now extol the virtues. Oh my goodness, it's gone. Hang on. Extol the virtues of mince pies. They are yum. The end. 16 points. Excellent stuff. 21 points, says Tracy. 21 for us. The Grinch is fab. I've got Grinch everything. PJs, Christmas jumper, slippers, decorations. Not so keen on the cartoon one though. Okay. All right, fair enough. Yeah, it's an advocate for it. I like it. Ed says 24 for back in the royal houses, black styly. Say that again. Back in the royal houses, black styly. Okay, good score, guys. Well done. Lucky 7 for Jan. I guess I don't have Christmas spirit in me. Oh, maybe it's just lots of UK specific TV questions there, I think, as well, that maybe you struggled with, and the pantomime questions maybe. Not sure how popular that is outside of the UK in terms of those particular characters in pantomimes anyway. But thank you as always for taking part. Right, before we move on to the next round, let me just check my notes, make sure there's nothing else I need to remind you of. So you can still submit videos to me saying Merry Christmas to everyone at Big Quiz Night In. 5 seconds, that's all it'll be, 5 to 10 seconds if you wanted to. And I will incorporate them into the video that I should be finalising tomorrow night at the latest, and then I can send it out either tomorrow night or Christmas Eve, which it will be by that point. So you can send them to me by Facebook Messenger or by email, bigquiznightin@gmail.com. So there's still a little bit of time to do that if you haven't done it already, thanks to those who have. And it will be a nice little montage of everybody saying Merry Christmas to everybody else and to each other, and it's really nice to put faces to names, I think, for everybody as well. You'll recognise, because pretty much all of those people who have submitted are on this video right now commenting, so thank you. Right, the other thing to say before we kick off with round number 3 is a reminder that the merch store, which is linked in the description, you can get 21%, I don't know why it's 21%, but you can get 21% off everything in the merch store, all 4 designs I have, from the 28th of December to the 30th. I'm telling you now because I won't be doing another live show until then, apart from the Patreon one next week. So 28th of December to the 30th of December, 21% off everything in the Big Quiz Night In merch store. 4 different designs. Again, link in the description of this video. Loads of fun stuff there. Jumpers, hoodies, masks, t-shirts, vest tops, bags, everything. Yeah, so go have a look. And if you want something in a different colour, just let me know and I'll put a colour on. I can activate different colours. At the moment, most things are just in black and red. It's a bit like Ford originally. Isn't it Henry Ford originally said you can have any colour you want as long as it's black? That's basically what my merch store is like. It's red or black or nothing. But because some people asked very nicely, I activated some different colours so that they could get one in the colour they like. So that's no problem really. I just don't want to activate all of them and confuse everybody. So just let me know. It's no problem. It takes me seconds. As long as I'm at my computer, I can do it. Diva says, I can't wait, merch. I might also do some new designs soon. I might. Amy says, I need to find a way to post them. We've been taking pictures of us with our Big Quiz Night In notebook at different places. Oh, I love it. If you need to find a way to post them. You've been taking pictures. I mean, you can take pictures and send them to me. I'll share them on the main page so everybody can see them. Diva's got a teal coloured hoodie and it's lovely. Yeah, I thought, yeah, when you said that, I thought, I bet that does look quite nice actually. And when I activated it, Chrissy and I both looked at it and were like, okay, that is pretty nice. Yeah. So yeah, I'm really glad you like it. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Amy, what do you mean though? Do you want me to do that? Do you want me to share the pictures? Or are you literally talking about physical pictures that you want to post? But yeah, you can absolutely just send them to me and I'll share the post. Everybody will see it. Okay. And I think that was about it. We'll talk more through the round as always. The next round then, and our last round, is... Let me just get the speaker up again. Our survey says Family Fortunes. The picture round will be shared at the usual time. Picture round will be shared about 9:30. So let's turn off Bluetooth first because it's going to conflict with this one, isn't it? There we go. Right, our survey says we're going to do 5 questions again like we did last week because it's a different format, and there were people on tonight's show that weren't on last night's show. So the way the 5-question our survey says round works is, instead of trying to guess what the top answer is from our survey, you need to work out what all 5 of the answers are, all 5 of the top answers are from each survey question. That's why there's only 5. So I will ask you a question, just like in Family Fortunes or Family Feud for our American friends, and you have to work out from the UK survey conducted What were the top 5 answers? Now, you do not have to have them in the correct order. Just work out what you think the top 5 answers could be. 1 point for each that you get correct. If you get all 5 correct in any order, you get a bonus point for each. You get a bonus point as well. So 5 questions, a potential 6 points per question if you get the bonus point as well. Okay, Amy says, cheers, good plan. And I have images. I know we joked about posting it with cactuses, so digital images, not through the paper mail. With COVID, they might arrive next June. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, definitely. Just message me them in Facebook Messenger, or you've got my email address now, so send them there, and I will share them on your behalf, and if I can, I'll tag you in the comments. That would be very cool, thank you. I'm really glad you've got one all the way in America. That's really cool. One of my notepads. Joked about posting a notebook with cactuses. Dan and I took it to view the Colorado River. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I love it. All right, Owen says, you've got to have an away kit and third kit for the merch. Yes, you're right. Yeah, well, the black and red, that's the thing. The ones, some in black and some are in red. So I've got the away kit, but you're right. A third kit could be any colour, couldn't it? So, yeah, you're right. That's why you can just request whatever colours I can do. If you want a different colour, just let me know. Right, question number 1 then. I've waffled on enough. Some people have already left. Question 1. Name something you would need if you were to dress up as Santa. Name something you would need if you were to dress up as Santa. Write your answers down. Don't put them in the comments. And work out the top 5. Name something you would need if you were to dress up as Santa. What would the top 5 answers be from a survey of 100 people? When we go through the answers, I'll obviously tell you them in the order they were scored in, but you get 1 point for each, and then a bonus point if you got all 5 in any order. Okay, so that's question number 1. I'll waffle on in between the questions because I know you've got to get 5 answers for these ones. So your picture round, which will be shared later, is Christmas pop music. So in the pictures, there will be pictures of artists who have had a UK #1 for Christmas. And you just need to work out what the artist is and their song. I think it's pretty tough. I'm not going to say I'm a complete expert at music. I like to think I know my music, but I think this is pretty tough. But still, it's a Christmas picture round. It's different to ones you've had before this month. So, good luck. Question number 2. Question number 2 then. Apart from a turkey, name something else that is normally only eaten at Christmas. Apart from a turkey, name something else that is normally only eaten at Christmas. Yes, so if you want to see that graphic about Patreon, again, I'm just filling the dead air space while you're working out those answers. If you'd like to see that graphic that I talked about, after this, it will be shared on my Instagram at Big Quiz Night In. It will also be shared on the main Facebook page. I think it's going live at about 1:15, actually. I've got it scheduled to post at about 9:15. So it's about 6 minutes or so from now. So yeah, you can see it there. And I think I'll put it in the top fan group as well, because I'm conscious of the fact that you don't really get notifications, I don't think, when I just post something normally on the Big Quiz page. Whereas if you're in the top fan group, you probably get fed up with all the notifications from me. So it'll be in there, and it's already on Patreon for those who are already part of that Facebook group. So yeah, have a look. If you've got any questions at all, just message me anytime, okay? I'll gladly advise you about it. Question number 3. You need to work out the top 5 answers for this one again. Name a drink you and your family normally only consume over the Christmas period. Name a drink you and your family normally only consume over the Christmas period? So we talked about food, we're now talking about drinks. So that's that one. Yeah, if anybody's still owed a little quiz for this month and they haven't let me know, we're on, we've got 4 episodes left of season 4. So that's 4 episodes left this year. And I don't know when season 5 will be coming. Hopefully by the end of January I'll have started it. But I don't know for certain yet. I will be taking a break like I normally do. So if you let me know quickly, you could still have it as one of the last episodes of this season. It could be about whatever you want. And the Let's Get Quizzical team know all about pushing my quiz question writing skills to the absolute max with some of the question subjects they've requested, or rather Martin's requested. So yeah, you can do that if you want, or you can keep it more mainstream. I don't mind. I just like people listening to it and sharing my stuff. That's it, really. All right, question number 4 in this round is name a classic TV show that has its Christmas specials repeated year after year. Name a classic TV show that has its Christmas specials repeated year after year. We are talking strictly about UK TV. All right. Name a classic TV show that has its Christmas specials repeated year after year. Yes, Martin says Nicola is innocent on that front. Just me, yeah. I mean, in fairness, I think I discovered some interesting trivia about those random subjects. I have no shame admitting I was quite impressed with myself that I managed to do it. But yeah, Persia was one of them. Fascinating history I never knew anything about. So, you know, every day's a school day. It was fine. I mean, you were winding me up, but I found myself diving into a rabbit hole all about Persian history. So, I've never really been a history buff at all, but I just found it quite interesting. I forget what the other one was though now, but no, I know I did it. Yes, so a classic TV show that has its Christmas specials repeated year after year. UK TV shows, these are 1 point for each. You just got the one more question left in this one, but I chose this specifically knowing that I will be waffling on a lot tonight. So thank you for sticking with me, and thank you doubly so if you're still watching, and triply so if you might be joining Patreon after this. Martin says you did fantastically well, though I wasn't winding you up. I was just being difficult. Oh, okay. So you genuinely wanted to know that, to get me to do that, rather than, oh, I know, I'll just pick something and just to wind them up. Okay. All right. Well, I look forward to the next challenge. Or maybe be kinder on me for the next one. Either way, it's fine. Yes. All right, your last question then. Name an act whose Christmas hits are often played at Christmas. Name an act whose Christmas hits are often played at Christmas. What was that other one I did for you, Martin? I've completely forgotten now. The Persian one stuck with me. Wasn't even that long ago. I think it was just after November's Patreon, wasn't it? Martin says, I don't know if this makes me a loser, says Nicola, but I've just nodded at that. Okay. Never. I never consider any of my Patreons as such. Don't be silly. You're all winners in my eyes. Alright, I'm going to repeat all 5 of the questions because it gives you a bit more time to think about them, because you are trying to get 5 answers for each one, and it's easier than you asking me for all the repeats in the comments for these rounds when there's only 5. Oh, Canals of Great Britain and Whiskies of the Highlands. That's it. Thank you. Yeah. Canals of Great Britain. Again, I found some interesting trivia on that. That was probably the hardest one, actually, because there's stacks of fascinating history for Persia, but Canals of Great Britain, to make that sound interesting, let's just say I didn't advertise the subject when I shared it. And Whiskey of the Highlands, well, I mean, yeah, you're always going to pique my interest when you say whiskey to me, especially if it's Scottish whiskey. Much prefer that. I've never... I mean, Irish whiskey has its place in the world, of course, and bourbon, I like bourbon, but I've always preferred Scotch or Scottish whiskey in general to Irish whiskey. That's just me, though. And my flavour, my taste buds, I guess I prefer that. But yeah, Canals of Great Britain. Brilliant. Okay, here's the repeats of all those questions. Question 1. Name something you would need if you were to dress up as Santa. Name something you would need if you were to dress up as Santa. Question 2. Apart from a turkey, name something else that is normally only eaten at Christmas. I'll tell you about one thing on this list in particular. Man, in a minute I'll tell you when I go through the answers. Question 3. Name a drink you and your family normally only consume over the Christmas period. Question 3, that's about drinks. Name a drink you and your family normally only consume over the Christmas period. Owen says bourbon for me every time. Yeah, we've got some to have this Christmas. It's good. I tell you what, if you haven't had it, the Tennessee Fire Jack Daniels. I think I mentioned this before when I had it written not so long ago. But man, yeah, the cinnamon, it's cinnamon, isn't it? Or is that another one? But anyway, the one with cinnamon is delicious. Really good Jack Daniels, that one. I love the honey one as well, but yeah, that may have trumped it as a favourite. Martin says, thank you again. I love the Canals of Great Britain little quiz. Good. I'm glad you appreciate the effort. Question number 4 was name a classic TV show that has its Christmas specials repeated year after year. Classic TV show, a UK TV show that has its Christmas specials repeated year after year. I mean, the question didn't ask for UK, but I'm giving you the clue that all the answers are British TV shows. And question 5 was name an act whose Christmas hits are often played at Christmas. Yes, Jace, you do need to try it. I didn't want to. I'm sure I said this at the time as well. But I didn't want to pay for it unless I knew I liked it. And fortunately enough, somebody bought it for us as a present, I think. Let me just check on the names of it. Yeah, Tennessee Fire. Let me just bring that up. Jack Daniels Tennessee Fire. Yeah, this is it. Here it is. Get it. You get it everywhere. It's not special, but it's Tennessee Fire Cinnamon Whiskey. And when you see Tennessee Fire, it sounds like it's got chili in it, which also wouldn't be a bad thing because chili and alcohol it can be very good indeed. But Jack Daniels Tennessee Fire Cinnamon is particularly special. Okay, so I have gone through all of those questions then. Yeah, Owen's saying to Jace, you really should as well. There you go, seconded. Excellent. So, let me just make sure these are working. There we go. Okay. It's a little bit loud. Maybe I'll just turn that down a tad. Yeah, that's still a bit loud, isn't it? Okay. That'll do. Right. Sounds like it would be ideal for a hot toddy, the fire whiskey. Yes, that's an excellent idea. I reckon it would be too. Like that. Good call. Maybe we'll get some more in over Christmas. We've got some bottles. I don't know what we've got, but we've been bought presents. They're definitely bottles from a few people, which is lovely. So yeah, but I'm definitely going to get some more in, I think. Okay, here's the answers then. I will say the answers with the lowest scoring up to the top answer. Remember, any order at all, you get 1 point for each. If you get all 5, give yourself a bonus point for each question as well. But just so you know the order they came in, I will tell you that in the order. So, name something you would need if you were to dress up as Santa. We have a belt, boots, a red Santa suit, a Santa hat, and the top answer, a beard. Doesn't have to be a real beard. Belt, boots, suit, hat, beard. Hat, beard. Done. Question 2. Apart from a turkey, name something else that is normally only eaten at Christmas. We have bread sauce, pigs in blankets, man, I'll tell you about that in a minute, Christmas cake, mince pies, and the top answer, Christmas pudding. No pillow as a belly. No pillow as a belly. I don't know what you mean. Pigs in blankets. So normally, sausages wrapped in bacon. If you don't know what pigs in blankets are, that's what pigs in blankets are. Sausages wrapped in bacon is one of the most delicious things on the planet. As a carnivore I am happy to say that. Today we had little chorizo sausages wrapped in bacon. Not bad. I prefer it with spicy chorizo rather than just plain, but the kids were sharing with us, so they had to have it. Thankfully it was plain, but it was still very tasty. So chorizo sausage wrapped in bacon, amazing. For Santa, if you are slim and you need to be Santa, you need to use a pillow. Oh, of course. Of course. It's a good guess, but it's not there. I'm so sorry, Jan. I'm with you now. It's not in the survey. But yeah, so the turkey one was bread sauce, which is lush, pigs in blankets, Christmas cake, mince pies, and Christmas pud. Number 3 then, name a drink you and your family normally only have over the Christmas period. We have champagne, Bucks Fizz, spiced cider, mulled wine. Yes, mulled wine's in there. Top answer is eggnog. Wait, you don't wrap your cocktail sausages in dough for pigs in blankets? No. I saw... Oh, do you know what? That's also reminded me I needed to tell everybody again about TikTok, because I've got a quiz account on there, which is going really well, and it's a lot of fun. I post quizzes on there now. 1 question every video. It's great fun. So if you're on TikTok, follow me there, please. But somebody on there I saw talked about things that they were an American person living in the UK, and things they didn't know until they moved here and discovered how we do things. One of those was pigs in blankets, and being nothing to do with wrapping them in dough. If you wrap them in a pastry, then it's just like a sausage roll. Yeah? Pigs in blankets are sausages wrapped in bacon. Yes. Owen says toad in the hole, pigs in blankets. Amazing. Chrissy, did you hear that? Owen says toad in the hole, pigs in blankets. I had to tell her that because she makes great toad in the hole. And now it's going to be even better. Why didn't we think of this? Owen, you're a legend. Thank you for that. Diva says, I want chorizo pigs in blankets now. I think I got them from the co-op. No, I take it back. Tesco's. I found them in Tesco's. There you go. Sorry, Tesco. So what's toad in the hole? So, okay, all right, we're getting sidetracked here. Somebody put toad in the hole description in the comments. I'm going to carry on with the answers. But yeah, toad in the hole is different. You'll find out why in a minute. I'm sure people are doing that for you, Amy. Right, so name a classic TV show that has its Christmas specials repeated year after year. We have Father Ted, Blackadder, Vicar of Dibley, Only Fools and Horses, and the top answer was Morecambe and Wise. I mean, I suppose it is repeated every year, isn't it? Or they are repeated every year. This was only done last year, this survey. Morecambe and Wise. Fair play. They're a comedy double act. Martin says, yeah, toad in the hole, pigs in blankets, red onions sprinkled over with mustard in the batter mix. Man, we've had dinner tonight and I'm getting hungry now. Yeah, sausages cooked in batter. If you know what like Yorkshire puddings are, it's basically like a big Yorkshire pudding. You could look up what that is. It's batter essentially. But it's basically like that with sausages cooked in a big dish, and then the batter rises around the sausages. But man, if there's bacon wrapped around the sausage, I mean, everything's better with bacon if you're a carnivore, as most of the people here, I think. Right, question number 5. Name an act whose Christmas hits are often played at Christmas. We have Band-Aid, any variety of Band-Aid, Wham, Slade, Mariah Carey, and the top answer is the Pogues with Kirsty MacColl. Yes, Amy has shared. This is your sausage roll. We tend to have. Right, it's difficult to say this talking about sausages without sounding a little bit like I probably shouldn't say on a family quiz show. They're not quite like that. Somebody can put it in the comments and try saying it without laughing. Yes, Diva's sharing bacon emojis. Amy says, I'm very familiar with Yorkshire pudding. Good. Yes, we're all hungry now, Diva. Put your scores in the comments, guys. Thank you, Donuts, for getting in your score. So, yeah, it's essentially... Chrissy, is the batter any different? So it's a bit thicker, she says. A bit thicker than a Yorkshire pudding batter mix. And then you pour it in a big dish. And then you have sausages spaced out evenly across it. Wrapped with bacon, apparently, and sprinkled with some onion and mixed in mustard as well, if you take everybody else's advice. And then you bake it like that in the oven, and it all rises around the sausages. And obviously the sausage and bacon cooks perfectly. And then you take it all out, divide it up. There you go. Question 3 answers again. Okay, you've got champagne, Bucks Fizz, spiced cider, mulled wine, and eggnog. Amy says she's got 12 out of a possible 30. Yeah, it's 30, yeah. I didn't think about how it was in total there. Very good. No Cliffmas, no, sorry. Cliff Richard, not there. It's not there. Devises Christmas topic are trying to retrieve many baubles from under the sofa. Oh, as the kitten has batted them there. 20 points. Merity Crumbles. Very good. 16 for Tracy. 16 for Let's Get Quizzical. Before you all run away, I've got one Christmas wish now that I've seen somebody's comments on here that I'd like somebody to pay attention to. Just decided. Okay, I'll explain that in a moment before you go. Right, Amy's going to Google it. Excellent. Okay. Let me know if you try it. Let me know. Diva's got 18 points. Yes, 12 for Amy out of a possible 30. 17 for Blackpool Bar Stewards. 17 for half a dozen. 23 for Team Bath. Hope you have a lovely Christmas. Good job. Yes, my Christmas wish before I let you all go and I read the last few comments because some of you already left is to Tracy. Thank you for submitting your video. Can I also ask that for the new year you guys come up with a team name? Because you've been joining in these quizzes and having a great laugh in the comments and getting to know everybody for so long, but you still haven't come up with your own quiz team name. So you've got the Christmas break to think about it. Come back in January, and I very much look forward to what you've come up with. And if you have trouble thinking of one, then we can have a chat over Facebook Messenger anytime. Okay? But I'd love for you to have a team name, because everybody else does. And then I just keep saying Tracy, and that's it. And I know it's not just you, is it? So let's have a team name for the new year, I think. That would be lovely. Again, you don't have to if you don't want to. I just think it would be quite fun for you and for all of us. Right, there you go. There's a recipe for you. Toad in the Hole has been put in the comments. Well done, Linda. Many other recipes out there are available. Goodbye to half a dozen. Thanks. I hope you have a lovely Christmas too. 7 points for Jan. Well done. Donuts got 20. Freddie's Ficco's got 18. Like a fish and chips batter. My 20-year-old is the dinner chef. I'll make him a task list of English foods to cook. Excellent. I don't think it is like that kind of batter. I don't think so. It's different. But you've got recipe in the comments now. So yeah, have a look and let us know in the new year how you've got on. Or by all means, post in the top fan group if you want to. Everybody here is in the top fan group, I believe, anyway. Happy Christmas, Chris and everyone. See you on the other side, says Martin. Yes, Merry Christmas to all of you. Thank you so much for joining. You should find that the picture quiz is posted in 2 minutes' time. You'll also find that the picture of the Patreon graphic is there now, the car wash diagram, which has got all the different things you can get for every tier, with a link as well in the description. Tracy says, challenge accepted. Good. Hope everyone has a great Christmas. See you all in the new year. Merry Christmas. Yeah, definitely not like fish and chips batter, Linda says. Andy says, cheers, Chris. Merry Christmas to you, your family, and all on here. Merry Christmas to all from Amy as well, and to all a safe week. Absolutely, yes. We are at the end of the quiz. Thank you so much, guys, for making this a fantastic run of quizzes from the start of this awful lockdown to now. And obviously it is going to continue into the new year and into the future. But this was the last one of 2020. Patreons, I will see you all next week. I very much hope. Tuesday night, 8:30, usual time for that. And I've got a very fun, brand new Patreon-style quiz game show thing we're going to do, something brand new. And I'll tell you more about that in the private Facebook group. Have a peaceful holiday season, Jan says, full of joy and family time. Stay safe, stay healthy, and hopefully a better 2021 for everyone. Absolutely, yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. Well done. And I will be responding to all the comments as necessary that keep coming in once I've gone offline. Keep an eye out for the pitch around, have a go at that. Look out for the Christmas video too, coming soon. You can still submit your videos saying Merry Christmas to everybody if you want to. 5 seconds, that's all it takes. And then send it to me in Facebook Messenger if you like. And I'll put them into the video tomorrow. Take care, stay safe, Merry Christmas, and I will see you in the new year. Cheers.